Good morning, everybody. It's the boss lady here, coming back with my recap of last night's events. Prom, Junior Prom 2024 for my youngest, Miss Peanut. So I want to give you like the behind the scenes cliff notes and things, because as we all know, if we plan to do something, God's going to always step in and change that thing around. So, as you can see, we still got stuff. We still got stuff in the back. You see that burgundy back there? That's her shawl and some more things. So, I had planned this event. I've been planning this event ever since she got her dress. So, she got her dress the Saturday after spring break, so roughly around the 8th, 7th? I think it's the 8th. April 8th is when we got her dress from the Fairy Godmother project. And so I had like all the things planned. Like I was, y'all know, I want to do this and I want to do that and blah blah blah. I had like specific areas I wanted to go take pictures, and I wanted her hair a certain way. I wanted her to have flowers and all the things that you see like in social media, on the internet, everywhere, pictures and that, all the things. The one thing I didn't do was I didn't pray on it. Okay? And so it didn't go as planned as I would have hoped. As you saw in the video, baby girl and little man was her surprise. 2 weeks ago, I was having a stressful time at work, and then thinking about the prom. And so I had talked to baby girl, and I was just like, I was dang near brought to tears, honestly. And I don't know, I can't remember what all I said, but it resonated enough in her to contact me the next day and tell me, Mom, I'm coming. We're coming. We're going to be there for prom. And I was like, what? Then I'm at my desk crying. My boss comes in. She was like, are you okay? And I was like, yeah. And she's like, but you're at your desk crying. Who did it? Why? And who I need to, And so I came into her office and I said, baby girl and little man will be here for prom. She was like, for real? And I said, yes. I said, Miss Peanut doesn't know, and I can't tell her because it's a surprise. I said, so I'm overwhelmed because I just found out. And I know, like, last year, even year prior, baby girl always had told her sister, you go to prom, I'm going to be there, right? But life happens. So, I wasn't expecting. I wasn't, and I think Miss Peanut wasn't either. So you did see her natural reaction. I did want to get her natural reaction, but I cut the camera before the full reaction because I felt that was a private, pivotal moment, and I didn't want that to be all over social media. So I did cut the camera. But okay, let me back it up. So they almost didn't make it. They were supposed to leave out Thursday night, and their flight was delayed. Where baby girl and little man live, there was like tornadoes and all the things, and so it was a big situation, right? And so her flight kept getting delayed, and then finally they just said, come back tomorrow. Your flight's leaving at 11 o'clock in the morning. She was like, what? I gotta get there. Prom is at 7:30. They literally touched down in Minneapolis at 1:30. They got here with 6 hours to spare. Praise God. Hallelujah. When I tell you, myself and my mom and my dad, we was like on bended knee, Lord Jesus, please open the skies up. Calm the weather so that this girl and this boy can get here to see about this baby. You know what I'm saying? So that had me stressed. So Friday, I did go to work. I worked for 2 hours. And then I purposely stayed away from the house. Like, I would call Miss Peanut, I would text Miss Peanut, and then I wouldn't go home. Because I kept thinking I was going to slip and tell her. Like, I had been holding this information for 2 weeks. And I kept thinking, oh my God, I'm going to slip and I'm going to say something. I don't want to say nothing, blah, blah, blah. So I ended up staying away from the house. So I went to the thrift store. Y'all, boss deal for thrifty prices. Let me tell you, I had went to the thrift store, right? And I went for one reason. I was going to buy a sheet. The sheet's still in the back seat. I was going to buy a sheet because I said, well, she's going to have on white boots. I don't want her boots to get grass stained, so I'm going to put the white sheet down so we can take pictures and, you know, make it aesthetically pleasing to the eyeball. Baby, it rained, okay? Cats and the dogs. Like, the rain that was down in the south came straight up here up north and was like, what are we doing? Let's do this. So, we only got a few pictures outside because it was raining cats and dogs. Like, for real, for real. I don't even, for us even getting pictures with her, I'm like, we looking whooped and tore up, whatever. Anyway, so I went to the thrift store to buy a sheet. So I bought a sheet, and then I found this beautiful burgundy, like, lace overlay. So I was like, oh, that's cute, you know. So I had bought that, and I said I could put that down and, you know, make it look really pretty. Didn't even get to use it. Still in the back seat with tags on it. But what I also found at the thrift store, you know me, your girl got an eye, honey. An eye, an eye, an eye. So, you know, Miss Peanut's dress was burgundy. I found a Kate Spade purse, like crossbody. And I found a Michael Kors crossbody. Sure did. And so one was $6. Okay, $5.99. The other one was $19.99. The Michael Kors was $19.99. I gave the Michael Kors to baby girl because I was like, you know, I mean, yeah, I could use it for myself, but I got purses. So I gave the other one to baby girl, and then Miss Peanut chose the Kate Spade. And then it was so cute because Miss Peanut goes, this is what TT carries. TT carries Kate Spade. Oh my God. I was like, yep, all the things. All the things. So, because I didn't want her to just be walking around with her phone and stuff in her hand. So I was like, you know, you need a little something. Because she was refusing a purse. Back in April, girlfriend said no purses, mama. No purses. Okay, Miss Peanut. You know what I'm saying? Okay. So, but it was divine intervention. So she got the purse. I got to turn my ear on because I'm super hot. But, so we did that. Oh, Lord, you come flying through here. Black and white. So I got that. I went and bought food because I'm like, okay, my babies have been traveling all day. I don't know if they ate last night. So I went and I bought all this food, took it to mom and dad's. So I had fried chicken, macaroni and cheese, mashed potatoes and gravy, potato salad, dinner rolls, and I had fried chicken and grilled chicken. And then I went, so while I was trying to kill time, I finally get back to Miss Peanut. I said, okay, let's go get your nails done. So she just wanted her nails polished, and we were going to just do regular polish, not gel, because she's going to be wearing gloves. So I was like, ain't no sense in spending, you know, $25, $35 when, you know. So that was cool. The nail shop wasn't happy with us at all. Was not happy. Was like, you had 2 appointments and you're canceling one at the day of? Yep, sure is. Sorry. It is what it is. So then, so yeah, we only paid $10. Then I'm trying to think what happened. Oh, so after the nails, we went, and I didn't do no pictures at the nail shop because, like I said, they had attitude with us. And look, let me pay you a little $10. Let me get up out of here. So we left. We went on to this other place to get food. It's because they wanted some soul rolls. Because every time baby girl has came, the last 2 times she's came, back in May of last year and December of last year, she couldn't get her soul rolls. So I purposely went and bought my baby some soul rolls because that's something she had been wanting. So I bought those, and because I was trying to give them time to get from the airport. So they get from the airport, they get to mom's, and we're at the place waiting on the food. And then we get there. And so then you guys see, you know, the reaction of Miss Peanut seeing her sister and her nephew. Now, I told you guys, I think in another video, that I didn't want to have, like, a lot of people around. Well, we also had, I call her my bonus sister, in town. She was here for something else, but she wanted to come, just, I guess, to do the send-off for prom. But she's from the South. We're from Midwest up north. And so send-offs are different. I know there are some people up north who are now doing send-offs that they see on social media and stuff like that. That wasn't the type of send-off we were doing, and I don't think she understood that. So she was expecting something totally different. Yeah. I'm not going to even get into my feelings about that. I will just say this. There was a negative vibe. I won't say negative vibe. The energy was off. It was off severely to the point where, you know, I kind of wish you just wouldn't have came. I hate to say it like that, but this was supposed to be like an intimate situation with Miss Peanut, and I felt like my bonus sister's presence was kind of taken away. Her expectations of what she thought she was going to see was just totally different than what we were trying to execute. And we were under a time crunch because she was late getting there. And so, you know, all the things. So that, you know, they kind of put a little negative connotation to things. But I digress. But like I said, it started raining. Cats and dogs. I was like, oh my God. And we had all these places to do outside, so we only got to do one outside picture setup, and I didn't bring the sheet out because it was already raining. So then, oh my God, it was just, oh, and then the pictures that we were going to do at the stairs in my mom's complex, or, you know, condo area, whatever. I don't know what happened. I wasn't in there for that piece, but I know the vibe was off. And baby girl is definitely a carbon copy of me. I'm working on my ticket to heaven, so my reactions are a little more mild, I'll put it that way, and you can read into that how you want to. But baby girl was not happy because of what she wanted to do, and she couldn't do it. And so, yeah. And I'm sorry, we don't hire photographers for stuff like that. That's just not what we do. Now, when she go for senior pictures, okay, we're going to, you know, do the dang thing. Because she's actually getting 2 sets of senior pictures. But this other stuff, anyway, I digress. So moving on. So we had to go. So prom started, well, we went back to my home to wait for my father-in-law. My husband had to be out of town, so he did not see Miss Peanut till the aftermath. But, and I'm not upset about that. We got pictures, it's good. He did see her in her dress, but when she floated past him, it was like, hi daddy, June. And when he saw her again, she was in full-on pajamas. But but his dad did get to see her. Excuse me. He didn't get to see her completely because it was raining. So we had to, like, keep her in the car, open the door, and he could peer inside. And so just seeing the look in his face, and, you know, he was just like, oh, you're so beautiful. And, you know, that was what I wanted. I wanted the grandparents' involvement. That's why we got ready at mom and dad's. That's why, you know, we met up with my father-in-law, because I wanted him to be able to see her. You know what I mean? Because I will tell you, since she's been in high school, it's been a lot less of involvement. And it's not because they're not wanting to be involved. It's because Miss Peanut is not doing things for them to be involved. So, you know, so for this, I just thought this would be perfect. No, my father-in-law did not get flowers, which that's what I had originally wanted. But when I realized that he wasn't getting the flowers, I think that's when I had the panic attack. And then baby girl bought the flowers, and she was like, little man will be presenting to her. She said even though she does not have a date, her nephew will present to her. He's standing in. So, oh my gosh. The only thing that was missing, honestly, the only thing that was missing was little man being in like a suit or, you know, shirt and pants. You know what I mean? That's the only thing that was missing. But I won't change it for the world because it was beautiful. It was beautiful. I don't know, baby, you know, baby girl is doing her dang thing with my grandson. I have to give her props because he is a gentleman. He is a gentleman. So anyway, so after father-in-law saw her, and I didn't capture that either because once again it was raining. I told you, you plan for stuff. God, like, that's your plan. Let me show you my plan, girl. So then we drove to go get an umbrella. How about baby girl spent $18 on an umbrella for the thing not to work? I told you we gotta laugh about this stuff. Yeah. So then, so we didn't go to prom right at 7:30, which hindsight 2020, I kind of wish we did, but we got there when we were supposed to get there because let me tell you, nobody knew who she was. That was the beautiful part. I didn't get to capture her getting out because once again, it was raining. Can I tell you again, it was raining? Cats and dogs. It was raining. So I didn't get to capture that, but I did get to see the reaction of my boss, her principal, because she was like, wait a minute. So I'm trying to think what else. So we got to prom roughly about 5 minutes to 8. Everybody was still outside. I told you it was raining. Everybody was outside. There was people with umbrellas and stuff, but everybody was outside. One girl did come in a horse and buggy, or a horse and carriage, and I was a little bit burned because I was like, that would have been perfect for Miss Peanut, but it was raining. So that would have been money wasted for us. Because I'm like, I don't want baby getting wet. So anyway, so that was that. So when we got there, baby girl got out. She opened her door. Because it was raining so much, I didn't want little man to get out. Because he was on his job. Do you hear me? When I tell you baby girl got that boy all the way together. Because he opened doors and, you know. But I said, it's too much rain. You stay in the car. You know, your mom's fine. And so he was just like, but she opened the door. And so my boss saw baby girl first. Now, mind you, if you don't remember, my boss has been baby girl's principal, little man's principal, and Miss Peanut's principal. Okay. So when she saw baby girl, she looked like, wait a minute. And then Miss Peanut got out. She said, oh, now that's the reaction I wish I would have got. Not so much, you know, seeing her getting out the car, but I wish I would have got my boss reaction. She was like, oh my gosh. She said, stand right here. So she took her picture. So I will insert her picture that they posted on Facebook, as well as some of the comments that was said under her picture. I feel very good knowing that what we wanted to do, we executed very well. Miss Peanut, you know, she was kind of on the fence about going to prom and, you know, picking out the dress and everything. But as she thought about it, her wheels got to turning. And so she was like, Mom, can I get this? Mom, can I get that? You know, and so she added her own spin to it, right? So she asked for the tiara. She asked for the gloves. She wanted just the elegant piece around her neck and, you know, her bracelet and her earrings. And, you know, Miss Peanut's ears are not pierced, so she does wear clip-ons. And by the end of that night, baby, by the time she got done with that, them earrings was off in her purse. Her bracelet was off in her purse. She had took them gloves off. They was in that purse. See, that's the reason why you had the purse. But, I'm trying to think what else. No one knew who she was. No one, because because a lot of times with autism, especially girls, they do what's called masking. So you don't necessarily know that they're autistic. And they put up such a facade or such a wall that you see them as that wall, and that's all you see. So like, when she has her hair out curly, oftentimes her hair, like you see how my hair swells, her hair gets even bigger, and her hair is so long now. So, and then she'll wear like sunglasses or something, and she'll have her headphones on. So they were not expecting to see what they saw. They were expecting to see her, because that's the other thing. A lot of her hairdresser, my hairdresser, was like, just let her wear her natural curls and da-da-da. And I was like, so that's how you see my child? Just, okay. So anyway, to see her how she was, they did not recognize her. She did not have like full on pancake makeup. Yeah, it was just perfect. It was just perfect. Not too much. It was just perfect. We did a little bit eyeshadow. I can tell you what she had on. She had on, we did have on concealer. We actually used 2 different concealers, which helped blend very well. And then she had on a foundation powder. She had eyeshadow on, clear mascara, and then for her eyebrows. Now in my family we have thick eyebrows, and we're not. Now back in the day, I used to wear like the pencil thin. My husband would pluck and pull and wax, and child, look, ain't nobody got time for that. You like it how they are or don't like them at all, I don't care, because they're mine. So anyway, I don't want to get her in the habit of cutting her stuff just yet, because I don't want her to cut it wrong. But anyway, so what we use for her, she has a 2-for-1. One side's lashes, the other side is eyebrows, and has like the brush and whatever. So we brushed them really good, and then we put some wax on them to hold them so they wouldn't be flying away. And beautiful. And like I said, eyeshadow. She had 2 different color eyeshadows out of a nude palette. It was an LA Colors nude palette, but there was like a little hint of burgundy in there or something. So yeah. But and then her lip gloss. Now I had bought her some lip gloss, but then the lip gloss she used was actually one of her sisters, which was it was a very light color. It was by NYX. And it was like a nude. So, she didn't want that pop of color. She didn't want her lips popping off her face, because I know her daddy would have had a fit anyway. But anyway, I mean, she's almost 18. But anyway, but she doesn't like all that. So how she was presented very well, in my opinion. But yeah, nobody recognized her. And then, so I was going up to staff, because I did park, and I walked up to staff, and I got to see some of the kids up close, and I was just like, okay. But I was asking some of the staff, did you see Miss Peanut? And they were like, where is she? And so mind you, they're looking at me, looking around me like, where is she? I'm like, well, she not with me. I said, she's inside. And so they were like, well, what does she have? So I showed them a picture. Oh, we're going to go find Miss Peanut. We're going to find her right now. And the ladies were taking off looking for her. She stayed for 40 minutes, and she had her U.S. history teacher escort her out. That's the picture I didn't get. He literally walked her from the building across the street to us in the rain, had an umbrella, and it was beautiful. It reminded me of the movie The Bodyguard, because he was white, Miss Peanut's black, and and he's got the umbrella. It was gorgeous. I'm not gonna post pictures of the other kids, because they're not my children to post. There was some decent dresses. I will say that there were some decent dresses. And then there was some that you could tell someone just like let them borrow it, It wasn't well fitted to them. I'm not a fan of the dresses with the flesh tone mesh, and and it gives the illusion of the kid has nothing on. I'm not a fan of that. But whatever. I saw a lot of thighs, a lot of boobs. A lot of thighs, a lot of boobs. There were a couple outside of Miss Peanut. I can only remember two. There was a girl in purple, and there was a girl in like a peach color. It wasn't pink. Peach or cream? I don't know. But they had like princessy looking dresses. But because of the rain, I don't know. Yeah. So there were some girls there in tennis shoes. I did see that. I saw a lot of thigh meat though. I was turned off at a lot of thigh meat. We had our same sex couples there. We had one of our football players. He ran for king. He dressed up very well. He looked very nice. I mean, his mom put him together very well. I need to text her. She's on the PTA with me because he looked great. He looked awesome. But yeah, there was some that I was just like, I don't like the guys with the ankles showing. I think that's, you're not Michael Jackson. He's the only one who can rock that. Please don't. I'm like, please don't. So I told baby girl, when it's little man's time, make sure his pants go all the way to his shoes. I'm not even kidding. We not run around here like that now. They do prom in the South at 8th grade. I mean, can we grow to something? But yeah. But other than that, so she went to prom, 40 minutes. Her teacher brought her out to us. We drove in the rain. Did I tell you it was raining? Did I tell you it was raining cats and dogs? Did I also mention to you that I don't like driving in the rain? So we drove all the way to the Mall of America. About a good 30-some minutes. Yes, Lord Jesus. We get to Nordstrom's and we're heading towards the door that goes out to the mall. Why, as we're walking up, the gate is going down like this? I said, and so baby girl's like, Mom, what time is the mall close? I'm like, heck, I don't know. I don't come out here. Live here. Don't come out here. She was born here. We don't come out here like that. The Mall of America is a tourist attraction. It's not for locals. Anyway, so I'm like, I don't know. So we find a security guard. The security guard looks at Miss Peanut. He says, the store is closing to the mall, but the mall itself is still open because, we got the restaurants and movie theater and blah, 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 blah. So he said, and for that dress, this is when I say older, he's got to be, maybe he's not Dad's age. He up there though. But he said, for that dress, you want to go down to the main entrance of the mall, and you go in, you take a left, and you'll go right around to the fountain. He said those flowers will complement that dress. And that's exactly what we did. Because that's what we were going there for, was to take pictures at the fountain. And so then you guys got to see that. But as we were walking in, now there was some haters, but you're not doing nothing if you don't have no haters. These people didn't even know us. Didn't know me. Didn't know baby girl, little man, Miss Peanut. Didn't know us. Now, mind you, I'm the disabled mom, so I'm walking in the back. They all up front, baby girl carrying her dress and little man opening doors. And I'm just watching it all. I'm taking it all in so, but I could see as I'm taking in the scene of them, but I could see people watching. Here come Dot. And they were looking and, morning. They were looking and, giving ugly looks. But the part that got me was the little girls. Oh my God, it's a princess. It's a princess. Look at her dress. Oh my God, it's a princess. She looks just like a princess. And the one little girl, she's, Daddy, come on. I saw that in like a TikTok video or something. I didn't know it was going to happen in real life to my child. That these little girls were pulling their daddies. They were trying to get to Miss Peanut. And the daddies was like, come on, come on. You know, they didn't want to bother us. But yeah. And then they were, your dress is beautiful. You look so pretty. Oh, it was so. And she, thank you. Oh my God. It was a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful situation. So we did the pictures at the mall. And we called it a night. I got her home. That girl, she didn't even let me take her dress off. She got her room, took that dress off herself. I said, well, at least I know you can handle your business. But that's the behind the scenes, guys. I'm going to throw in some footage. It's kind of fuzzy footage, but you'll be able to see kind of the other angles of things of her getting ready. It's a little fuzzy because they're from the iPhone and I have an Android, but you'll still get to see, you know, her getting ready. Yeah. So enjoy. Thanks for watching, everybody. Bye.
Oh, ready. There we go. It is a little bit outside. Pretty girl. That's my sister, y'all. Oh. Let's send off for prom. Oh. Let's wake up. Thank you. Very pretty. All right.